Hi everybody, it is Haley of Mothchild Cosplay, and it has been a hot second since I've gotten in front of a camera to record anything. Typically, my upload day would be Friday, and Fridays I would dedicate to recording, editing, and then uploading. My old job, Hot Topic, was just working me on Friday, so when I would get home from work, I would just be like really exhausted or just not in the mood or just not really like feeling up to it, so I just wouldn't record anything. I say old job because I have a new job now, which is also part of why my hair is now one solid color. I'm working at a bank. I have Sundays off 100% regardless of what's going on, guaranteed. Sundays will be the new upload days, and I'm really excited to start this new chapter in my life and get away from retail and into something a little bit more professional. There we go. That wraps up everything that's happened in my life over the past month and why I've kind of been MIA. Let's go ahead and dive into what I've been working on this past month. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not a lot. The big thing that was my main focus for most of the month was Anna Henrietta, Duchess of Sooooo from Witcher 3 DLC Blood and Wine. I had made the bodies, which are the undergarments, and then I started making the bodice. And as I was making the bodice, I would be like, oh yeah, this is great. And then I'd sew up the bottom hem, I'd put it on, and I'd be like, I hate this, let's redo it. And I'd redo the entire thing until I got it to a point where, like, for the most part, I'm satisfied. I used a nice velveteen for the outside, and then inside it's just lined with a cotton. There is buckram in here as an interfacing because I was like, I'm not boning this. I intended on having no bones in this at all, except for at the front closure and the back closure. After putting in all of my eyelets, I realized, oh my gosh, I forgot to put the boning at the backs, which is why you'll see, sorry Delilah, the casing sewed in just right there. The eyelets are also metal eyelets that I covered with embroidery floss of a similar color. With front closure, hook and eye tape, and there is boning in here too. All of the little tabs are a polyester fabric that I used 1/4 inch bias tape on. Oh my lord, I hated putting it on there. The lining was hand sewn. So currently, as you can see, there are some pins going on here. This black satin bias tape is being used for this decorative trimming that's on her bodice. Making something worthy for the Duchess of Sooooo is very tedious and time consuming. And this isn't even the worst part. The worst part for Anna Henrietta so far, and the part that has made me like want to rip my hair out, is the skirt. So when I first started on Anna Henrietta, I had ordered a bunch of different swatches from a few different websites. While looking at, I think it was fabric.com, fell in love with this color green. I went to go and place an order to get the right yardage that I needed for the skirt. They were out of stock. So I picked a color green that was similar, like the pictures on the website basically looked the same. I ended up getting this color, when what I really wanted was something more like this. And I'll get into this fabric too in a bit, just wait. And at first I was like, okay, well let me make the skirt from this anyway, maybe this will look really fun and I can use this. And as you can see, I cut into it, which means you can't return it or anything. And I made this nice skirt, and the skirt has, it's well made. Like, the volume is nice, the drape of this fabric is nice, everything about this except for the color was nice. So I was like, okay, let me try dyeing it. I tried all 3 versions of the RIP dye, the powder, the liquid, and then the synthetic dye. I have tried the iDye poly in a few different shades. I have even tried like the method where you stain fabric with paint. That skirt has not changed colors, and I'm still really angry about this because I spent a lot of time and a lot of money trying to get this right when I should have just, from the beginning, I should have realized that was wrong and sent it back and got the right fabric. That in mind, I went to New York City a couple weeks ago to go to the Cloisters and see the Met Heavenly Bodies exhibit, which was wonderful, so beautiful. The Cloisters is my favorite museum, and I was really happy to have the opportunity to go and see these beautiful dresses in person. I took a lot of photos, took a lot of notes, and while in the city, I went to the garment district, which had a lot of wonderful locally owned fabric stores with lots of cheap fabrics. So I was walking around and I was looking, just kind of like looking and see what they had, and I saw this beautiful stretched taffeta. Perfect color, I loved the sheen of it, everything. Bought my yardage, brought it home, started making a skirt. 2 things. 1, I bought the wrong amount of yardage. I should have got 1 extra yard. I got 3 instead of 4. Whatever, not a big deal. I figured I can make it work. You know, I figured, all right, well, I'll cut, you know, most of the panels on grain, and I'll cut 1 extra small panel on the cross grain, and I'll hide that in the back so I can just have a little extra volume, right? Figured that'll be fine, whatever. No, not at all. It turns out that stretched taffeta, the grain versus the cross grain, they drape entirely differently. This is something that I did not know taffeta, and had I known this, I would have adjusted my amounts accordingly. So this just isn't right, and I had tried like messing with the pleats and giving them different depths and like trying to control the way that it falls, and it just, nothing was really working. So I just kind of hit a point with Anna Henrietta where I was just like, fuck it, we're done for now. We're going to wait. We're going to see if we can finally get that first fabric that was in stock and get that back to the house and redo that. Fortunately, the fabric that I actually wanted was only like $3 to $4 a yard. So it's only really $16 to $20 with shipping, you know, but still, that's a lot of rambling about Anna Henrietta. Once I get back from Colossal, once this new fabric is in, I'm gonna get back to work on her. I just needed a little bit of a break, a little bit of time spent working on some easier, simpler projects for Colossal Con East, which is coming up, oh god, in like 4 days. Actually, speaking of Colossal East, we're going to start diving into those projects where are a lot more successful. The first thing that I decided on making when I decided to go to Colossal East, it's a swimsuit based off of the underwear that the Blood Elves wear in World of Warcraft. Just really cute, and I've got it completely made. I'm not putting it on right now because it's a little too cold in my house. But here are the bottoms. This is the front, and then the back. You remember that 4-way stretch Yaya Han fabric that I used back for my Heartseeker Ash for Katsucon? This is the exact same stuff. It is actually the exact same technique. There is some stretch to this garment still, like, it's comfortable, it's genuinely just that stuff ironed on and then top stitched. And then my favorite part is the top, which is right here. I'll just show you one cup because it's a little bit hard to like get it all together. It's just, it looks nice, you know? I will admit I did rush through it a little bit because I was done with Anna Henrietta. Like I was totally mentally done with that. And I was like, I just need something to make me feel good. And this was that. As you guys probably know, based off of the costumes that I choose, I'm a much more modest person than I guess a lot of other people are. Like I'm just really weird. I like being fully covered. I don't really like showing a lot of skin. So Colossal is definitely really pushing my limits. And with that in mind, I was like, I need something. I need to make a little wrap or something to like put around myself because this is a really skimpy bikini. So I was like, you know, it'd be cute. A banner with the Blood Elf like symbol on it, right? Right? It'd be super cool. So my first thought was to go to Joann's and get some chiffon, get some lightweight heat and bond, and just fuse some yellow chiffon onto some red chiffon. And that resulted in this. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world, but also it's not very pretty. And you guys should know, I like things to be pretty. So I took the design and I went onto my computer, opened up Krita, and drew out the design to go and have custom printed for me from Spoonflower, and I have that right here to show you. As you can see, it's a lot cleaner, it's a lot more crisp, and it's so much more vibrant than the other one. It looks a lot more professional, and it's actually a higher quality fabric. But yeah, so this was like a really, really cute, quick cosplay to throw together. In total, I think I spent basically $40, $20 for the swimsuit. I had the heat and bond and the gold fabric on hand, and then $20 for this wrap. If you guys want a wrap to have custom printed for you, let me know and I'll send you guys the files so you can go and upload it to Spoonflower and print it yourself. I have 2 other costumes for Colossal Con that I'm bringing. One of them, if you guys know the show Space Dandy, it's really fucking fun. It's a great anime, a lot of fun. There is essentially an intergalactic Hooters called Boobies, and me and my best friend Ariane, aka Alatov, she came up for KatsuCon, and we did a bit of an art swap. So I made her the Lagambi set back in March, and she is now making me the Boobies waitress outfit. So that'll be really fun. I don't have anything to show for that, obviously, because I'm not the one making it, but I'm so excited. And then the third costume that I'm going to bring is a swim version of Bayonetta, which she does have some like official swimsuit variations, but I decided instead that I was going to go on Amazon and find like a nice black one piece. I've got her guns that I've made previously, and they're currently actually being painted right now. I'm using a really, really nice metallic blue automotive paint. So there's like the little metallic flakes. Oh, And then I've got, of course, our Umbran wash. I think I showed you that before. I've got a big floppy hat. I've got our wig that I'm actually going to be styling today. I'm so excited. I wish that I had everything to show you guys, but a lot of this is, it's like drying, or like I've got some resin that's curing or things like that. There's just, but yeah. So I'm really, really excited, and I hope that if any of you guys are going, you'll let me know so we can go and meet up, and like if you're over 21, go down to the bar and get some drinks or something, and we can say hi and have a great fucking time. I'm so excited. I haven't been swimming all year. I haven't gone to any water parks in like forever. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a great time. If you're gonna go to Colossal, leave a comment down below or message me on Instagram. It's where everything happens now, is my Instagram. I hope you guys found this video enjoyable enough to subscribe and like it. If you liked this, you should come and stick around. Maybe I'll see you next week. And if I don't see you next week, maybe I'll see you, I don't know, like at Colossal Con East or something.